Hello, and welcome back to Happy Time, Happy Money podcast. And today we have Monica Bozinov. Monica Bozinov has a really amazing thing that called inner game of money, which means the body, mind, and body connection. And that we all get to talk about this today. Hi, and welcome, Monica.
Thank you, Victoria. So happy to be here. And I'm so excited about the new theme that you're running right now around money. I think it's so needed, especially for female entrepreneurs.
Absolutely. So tell us everything on how you started to do what you do and what inspired you to do and create that inner game of money.
Yeah. So it all started like 15 years ago. I had what would probably be called as my big breakdown when I realized that I hadn't really been doing what was my purpose, and that I was kind of making, like I had dug a hole for myself, and I realized, okay, if I did that to myself, I can probably get myself out of that hole, but I don't know how. I don't have the tools. So I started looking for those tools and I found them. And I had such a big transformation, like going from being, I had chronic pain, severe allergies, rashes, eczema, social anxiety, depressions, all sorts of things going on, right? And they healed as I started working on my own emotional luggage. So the physical symptoms disappeared as I worked on my own emotional, problems that I had. And when I realized that there is this connection, like you can't just say physical body and then the mental mind and then the outside world, you can't separate them like that, but it's one big thing that you need to deal with, right? And then I realized, oh, I want to be a coach. I want to teach this to people because people don't get it. And I started my own business. And I had this idea that I would have clients lining up outside my door, begging me to take their money. And of course, that did not happen. And I felt so stupid and ashamed because for some inexplicable reason, even though I was feeling so much better and I was able to start a business, I couldn't earn money. I couldn't charge. I couldn't grow wealth. And then I had to go back and I had to look at what I had done already with my physical health. And I had to apply those tools and those techniques to my money issues. And that is what I call the game of money, or the mind, body, money connection, because it's all tied together. And if you think of it, money is kind of a physical energy, right? Much like your house, your car, your business, your bank account. Money is a physical thing. So it's not just a concept or an idea, it's a thing.
I love that. I love that is the thing. So tell us more about what is it, the inner game of money? What is it, mind, body, mind connection?
Yeah. So there are like thousands and thousands of business coaches out there, right? And they want to tell you about the how to. So branding, marketing, sales, and then you have all the people teaching you about investments and cryptocurrency and I don't know what. So you have all of these how to. And then you have the mindset coaches that are telling you that everything is between your ears, just get your head right. And mindset is a big piece. But then there are the things that we don't even like. We know now that there is something that is systemic, right? There are some things like with the Me Too movement, some things are systemic. We know they are happening, but they're happening below the surface. And it's very easy to just look away and focus on something else. And the same thing is going on inside our body, because most of the things that we know about money are stuff that we learned before the age of 6 or 7. And I mean, I come from humble beginnings, and so do you. So we know, right? The things that we are taught in our families and in the system that we grow up in are not necessarily the truth. It's what our family has believed maybe for generations, or what the society we live in want us to believe, right? And we buy into that at a very early age. We never question it because it becomes like a memory, but without words. So we just accept it. So every time we get stressed out about money, it's because of all of those old ideas. Do not believe that you are bigger or better than anyone else, right? Those rich people, money doesn't grow on trees, poor but noble, all of these things, they go into our nervous system. They're not even in our head. They're actually stored in our nervous system and in our connective tissue. So we don't know that we carry stuff. And that is why we need a physical component to get to them.
Got it. I love that. So you mentioned already a few money blocks, and I know, so like, what is the number, like one or maybe number two, first two mistakes that people are making? And what was your mistake that you made when you just started out business or was growing business?
Yeah. So for me, in the society that I come from, it's a big no to toot your own horn. You do not toot your own horn. And that was what I had. And another one that I see very often is the idea that you have to work really hard for the money. And so people start working hard.
All right, thanks. That is an awesome explanation. So I would love for you to answer this last question, which is more of like a filling the blank question. So filling the blank for me. If you really knew me, you will know that I am blank.
Oh, if you really knew me, you would know that I am a lot of fun to work with.
I love it. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. And I would love for you to, I know you have an amazing gift. So share with us what it is and what is your best social media platform where our audience can find you.
Yeah. So I have this free gift. It's a report that is called How to Win the Inner Game of Money Without the Mental Gymnastics.
Woohoo!
So, and you can find me, my website is monicabozinov.com, and you can find me on Facebook.
All right, and we will link everything in the show notes. If you're watching or listening to this episode anyway, scroll down, there is a link to the webpage, and there is the video, audio, transcript, and all the links that we mentioned above. You can find there and download and connect with me or Monica. Thank you so much, Monica, for coming. And thank you so much for watching and listening to this episode. And if you like it, please rate, subscribe, review. It will warm my heart. Thank you. Bye. And I'll see you in the next episode.